XRP. For me, I see we did reach an oversold level, which is a bullish development in the sense that we did get a lot of the weak holders out. But what looks like to me now, since the June 22nd low, is that we have shaped a bearish flag formation that could have, we could be looking at about a 30% decline from today, starting today. If you take a look at the breakdown from today, which would take us down to just below the June 22nd low, would be at 40, let's say 48 cents would be a target for this flagpole. And one of the things that makes it above average probability of happening is this flag is taking place under now a flatlining 200-day simple moving average and the anchored VWAP that goes back to the end of December 2020. So that's major resistance at around 73 cents, 74 cents. And when you have the overhang of 76 cents, which is the neckline of that, multi-year inverse head and shoulders pattern, I just see the upside being extremely limited for Ripple, and the setup of this pattern looks like a flag to me that we're going to resolve to the downside, and we're going to revisit the June 22nd lows and probably drop below to some extent. I mean, one of the things is that really, one of the things with Ripple is that once we get down in this area here, we're really in the middle of nowhere in terms of price support. We have to start going down to 36 cents. And then once again, that's a pretty formidable level. You have this here and you have that there. But then we drop down right down to 16 cents. So this is really a pivotal moment for Ripple, for XRP, in my opinion. We drop out of here, we get this bearish flag, gets momentum, we could be in serious trouble.
Damn, I actually didn't notice that on a larger time frame. I've been too stuck on the 4-hour charts. This is really interesting. But shouldn't that target be 33%? I think you stopped it at 30%.
Yeah, I put round. I usually aim for round numbers, even if it's 30%. Yeah, it's just a quirk that I have.
Must have served you well.
Yeah, I mean, it's 45 cents, let's say. So that's a matter of 1 cent in that area. But yeah, it's I think Ripple's one of the ones that of all the charts is one of the ugliest looking situations. Despite the bounce off the low and the oversold condition, it just has not been impulsive at all off the low.
Yeah, I think XLM kind of disagrees with you because XLM looks way worse than XRP. I mean, honestly,
XLM?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does look pretty bad too. It's right up there. Maybe it's the letter.
Yep. So let me just. Yeah. Let me just. Are you done, Sheldon?
Yep, I am.
So I actually didn't. Now that you mentioned the whole long-term scenario, I'm kind of doubting my short-term plan. But I think it shouldn't change a lot since it's a 4-hour chart. I'm looking at a pullback, like I mentioned, for all the cryptocurrencies. So right now, I'm looking at this area here and this area here, right? But ultimately, this order block here is interesting, so I might expect it to go down here. In an extremely bearish case, like you mentioned, we could go down here, which is 49 cents. Your target was 45, 44?
45 cents. 45 cents.
Okay, so I think we're still in the clear. If this happens, I think we can still come back, even if we head down here. So yeah, I think I can see this happening in a bearish case, but in a bullish case, this seems plausible.
Well, like we mentioned with Cardano, it's very possible that we end up in a trading range here with XRP again, and a very tight one where we're below 76 cents, and we hold around the May 23rd low, which is 65 cents. I mean, that's a possibility too. We could churn sideways in this as well.
Yeah, this whole setup looks like a fractal here. This run up and then pull back, and then this thing. So I think, yeah, like you mentioned, we're forming a range here again, similar to what's happening here. Yeah, for me on the short term perspective, I'm seeing it dip down to 60 cents, 58 cents, right? And then if we're optimistic, I'm expecting XRP to go up to the 79 fib, which is 74 cents. And if the buying pressure does continue to rise, 78 cents, but I'm not expecting it to breach the 62 fib, which is 82 cents. Right. If we lose this demand zone, I'm looking at a drop to 49.50 cents, which is a 25% drop from the current price. And the upside is very less, which is what, like 12% and 18% at the max. So the odds are stacked against XRP, like you mentioned. So I'm gonna steer clear of this.
I'm of the view with XRP that an investor, trader, whatever you want to label yourself, I mean, there's no reason to be involved with it unless you're a micro scalper. This has to prove itself, really. I see no reason to be going long or short at this point. I would let it evolve and get a clearer and a better entry point for a trade.
Yeah, I agree with you. There aren't any high probability setups that I'm seeing on XRP right now. Unlike Cardano, Cardano had really good upsides compared to the risks. So yeah, XRP is a no-go. Looks really bad. Do you want to summarize?
No, I think you summarized pretty well.
Okay.
I gotta say something, guys. It seems like you guys are a little bit bearish on XRP. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay, let me share my screen real quick right here. So I mean,
we're only allowing bearish views.
Everybody's bearish. So I do gotta say that yeah, XRP is looking pretty bad, to be honest. But right, I'm getting a buy signal by the TD right at a critical level of support on the 3-day chart, right? I mean, let me show the buy signal right here by the 3D, right? I believe this is a critical level of support because I don't think that the head and shoulders kind of like pattern that we're looking at has been broken yet. I mean, this looks a little bit better from a weekly perspective, but yeah, just take note that there's a buy signal right here at this support level. But if we look at it from a weekly perspective, right, especially using the line chart, it does seem that right now XRP fully retraced back to the neckline of this head and shoulders pattern, and now I mean, we usually see if whenever there's a head and shoulders pattern forming, right, or any other type of pattern, you usually have like a full retracement to the breakout point before the thing continues going up, and that's what we exactly had right here. Before, I believe I was looking at between 80 cents to 61, and all of that being the neckline. But now that I look at this line chart, right, I believe that the neckline is actually right there at 62 cents per se. So because of this kind of like full retracement and full retest of that breakout point right there, and with this buy signal that I'm getting right here, I'm looking at a potential rebound, right? Maybe to 70 to 79 cents. And of course, if all the bulls come back, then finally up to go meet that target, right? But of course, right, we cannot all be bullish and only look at the bullish aspect, because it does look a little bit weak. and a potential kind of like break of this support zone right here, which I will say is between 61.5 cents and kind of like 55 cents. Then we have a full retracement to 40 cents and even to 30 cents. 30 cents